Good evening, team. How are we all doing? Welcome to our Monday show. Yes, we're live on a Monday. And we're going to be here over the next, however long you want to talk about stuff. Talking about stuff, which is pretty awesome. So, yes, if this is your first time joining us as a podcast, because we record this and then we put this out as a podcast, thanks very much for taking us out on your run. I hope you're having a good run, no matter what reason you're out running. It's a good reason. What's the comment section? Here we go. Okay, so I've been trying. If you listen to Friday's show, right, I've been trying to make the comment section bigger, and I failed miserably. So I'm going to keep doing that. And let's give it to this. I don't know what that's doing on there. Oh, that's okay. We're still playing around with the sort of banner set, the streaming thing we've got going on here. So anyway, if you're joining us live, thanks very much for tuning in. We'll just wait till everybody slowly but surely joins us live. So that's kind of cool. Get your questions, get your comments in. We will work through them tonight. I appreciate it. We will be talking about the Mega Blast. We'll be talking about the Sonic Blast, which we can finally talk about. And we'll be talking, I might even talk a little bit about the SC Elite as well. But we'll do that in just a second. So get your questions and get your comments in, whatever you want to talk about, whether they're coaching questions, shoe-related questions. I don't mind so much, to be honest with you. So just to give you a bit of an insight in what's coming out of this is pretty cool, by the way. I'm just going to put this up straight away. I will come back to that in terms of the question, but just hello from Florida. How cool is that? But yeah, so this week on the channel, just a bit of a heads up more than anything else. Tomorrow, we've got the SC Elite version 5, holding it up on the podcast, by the way, to the camera. We've got that coming tomorrow. So that's a bit of a good video, actually, if I do say so myself. A good review, I think, of that after spending basically 3 hours in them on Saturday. Done some other bits in them, but yeah, so that's coming. I've got I didn't get the on Cloud Surfer Max video filmed last week when I promised that I would. So that's locked and in the can now, ready to come out next week or this week even as well. So that's looked at. I've also got a very good video about stability racing shoes due to come out, but I may shelve that because I'm guessing you guys will want something on either the Super Blast. See what I did there? The Mega Blast and the Sonic Blast. If you're on like Instagram or follow us on the YouTube channel, hopefully you're subscribed, you can get involved in a poll that I've got currently running at the moment, which is to find out what shoe you want reviewed first. I'm going to be running in them this week, but it depends whatever you want filmed first. So at the moment, the Mega Blast is winning both. So I'm just going to put that out there. So if you want to see the Sonic Blast, get involved in those polls. Last thing, I'm racing, or I'm at the, well, I'm going to say this wrong. I think it's the ASICS London X, which is the London 10K at the Wembley Stadium. I'm there on Sunday if anybody else is doing that race, and we're going to be running the ASICS Metaspeed Ray at that event. So yeah, I'm going to be there. If anybody else is going to be there, that'd be super cool to find out. So let me know as well in the comments if you're going to be joining us there. I think that's it. I'm not 100% sure if there's anything else. Don't forget, obviously, we've got the big Great North Run Shakeout coming up. I know loads of you are going to that, so that's going to be kind of awesome. So make sure you come along to the Great North Run Shakeout. I said it on Friday's live stream, actually. Don't forget that if you can't make the shakeout run because your train's late or whatever, just come along to the pub anyway. There's going to be loads of us there, so just come along to the pub And yeah, just come and say hi, really. So that's going to be cool at the Great North Run. That's in a few weeks, because we've got some big weeks coming up in terms of training. 50 miles for me last week, which I was really pleased of, and a better long run for me, which I was pleased with. This week will be a fraction under 50, because we've got the race on Sunday. These banners coming up. And then the following week, again, I've got a bigger week. Just planning it out now, actually, a 16-mile goal pace run coming my way. So just planning that route out as well. I think it's kind of cool to try and get the routes planned and get things sorted out and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I think that's about it. So again, thanks to everybody who is coming in and joining us tonight. I appreciate you. I appreciate you joining us live as always. Get your questions and get your comments in, and we'll go through them. But should we take let's start off with the SC Elite version 5, and we'll get onto the Mega Blast. I just want to give it a bit of a shout out, because it's filthy, it's dusty and horrible. I'm just holding the SC Elite version 5 up to the camera. I think tomorrow's review will give a it's different to what I was expecting with the SC Elite version 5. I wasn't expecting to come to the conclusion that I did. Let me know in the comments whether you're interested in this shoot or not. It's a funny old thing, this is. It's good in some ways and bad in others. So, yeah, let me know kind of where you're at with the SC Elite version 5. I'll be interested to know your thoughts on it in terms of whether you're going to get it, interested in it or not. It's a funny old thing, it really is. But I can't, the review tomorrow is a slightly different. I went a slightly different angle than I was expecting to, if that makes any sense. So yeah, so that was that. Right, what else? So should we get onto these ASICS shoes? So this is the first one. So if anybody's coming in now, so I've got the ASICS Sonic Blast, which I spoke about it on this channel. Like, I can't even remember when, but months and months and months ago, I was talking about this shoe, which is here, by the way. I'll just hold it up to the camera. So this is the Sonic Blast. So this is effectively the plated Nova Blast, let's call it. Although it features the new Flight Firm Turbo squared or 2, or however you want to call it, right? That's what we got here. Gary, if you're in the house, can you just let me know? Oh, he's done sound and vision. Okay, that's good. So yeah, so this is the Sonic Blast version 1, and it features in here. I don't know if you can see where you should be able to on the camera. That's a plastic plate in there. So underneath, so we've got this plastic plate that you can see on each side. It's got slightly winged. Come back here. There we go. On each side, and then you've got your Flight Firm Turbo squared, and then I think this is Flight Firm Blast, I'm guessing, but I'd have to check that. I'll check that in the specs. But we've got like another layer underneath here. I'm guessing that's Flight Firm Blast, but Blast Plus. But we'll check that when it comes, when the spec sheet comes through even. But yeah, the outsole looks not particularly great. Very thin. This is it ASICS grip. Doesn't even say. No, I don't think it is ASICS grip, because it doesn't say. Usually on the bottom of ASICS shoes, it tells you if it's got ASICS grip. It doesn't say it anywhere. But this stuff's very thin. There's not much really there at all. So we'll have to see on how the outsole. Although it's not due to rain, I don't think this week, is it? Anybody in the UK? And it's the same consistency. The rubber here feels the same as it does back here. So it doesn't feel like it's got like a harder wearing rubber in the heel or anything. So that'd be interesting to see how that gets on. But then you've got the exposed foam there. So that's the Sonic Blast. So this is the Sonic Blast is your sort of, what's the best way to describe it? The Sonic Blast is your super trainer from ASICS, let's say. That sort of shoe that goes up against the endorphin speed from Saucony. It's that kind of shoe that's been missing from their lineup. The Magic Speed is going to end up being like a streak fly, apparently. So that's going more racy. So they're changing up stuff. But yeah, we've got this in here as a sort of super trainer. Even along the lines of like the Neo Vista 2, which I really like, by the way. So I would say these are an interesting introduction And again, if you're listening to the podcast, I do apologize. I'm holding up the Sonic Blast to the camera. So it's an interesting introduction from ASICS. I read somewhere by the guys at Doctors of Running, who, if you've not seen their YouTube channel, I'd recommend that. But they were saying that something from on their Instagram about one of the designers at ASICS was saying that they are already thinking about this shoe back when they launched the Nova Blast, which is quite interesting. So yeah, there we go. That's the Sonic Blast. And again, if you're following me on Instagram, FORDY_runs, or if you're on the YouTube community tab, there's a poll currently running about which shoe you want reviewed first. So this is your sort of super trainer, endorphin speed kind of shoe, all right? And then we've got this big old boy. Let me just get rid of the laces. So I'm holding now up the Mega Blast from ASICS, which features full length Flight Firm Turbo 2. No plate in here. Okay, there is no plate in here. A much better compound, I would say, on the outsole versus the Sonic Blast. I would straight away say that. Quite nice wide platform. Just hold it up to the camera. Nice wide platform, especially across the hill. See that? Let me just, it's a very bad comparison, but look how skinny the SC Elite is in the hill. See, that's a plated racing shoe, but it's got the really nice laces from the sort of racing lineup from ASICS, which is good news. The upper's a bit of a concern. Holding it up to the camera, the upper's a bit of a concern. We'll see how we get on with that. Feels kind of reminiscent to Super Blast 1. Let's see. Huge amount of padding in that heel section. See that? There. So let's see how that goes. But the foam in hand doesn't feel particularly soft or anything like that. So I think it's going to be nice, actually. I'm really looking forward to getting these out and getting these going, to be honest with you. They're both going to be used probably in anger tomorrow, but we'll see. See where we're going. Like I said, I've got about 50, so I'm saying it'll be 50 miles this week. It's slightly under that, but we've got 50 miles this week, including a race. So we've got plenty of time to get some mileage in these shoes and put some videos out. So let me know. Again, go over to the, firstly, if you're joining us live, get your comments, questions in about these shoes, if you've got any. And secondly, let's just get the other one, compare the two. So that's just the two sort of shoes there. See? So that's your Sonic Blast, Mega Blast. All right. And the Super Blast sits between the two. If you're wondering about the lineup, the Super Blast sits between the two. And Super Blast 3 is going to get apparently a big overhaul. I think you'll see the ray foam in that one, allegedly. But there, so that's where we're going. But yeah, I'm gonna let me know on those polls which one you want me to put the video out first. This one, the Mega Blast, or Sonic Blast. Let me know. But it's quite exciting times. ASICS are making really good shoes this year. I must say, they're making really good shoes. But thanks again to everybody who's joining us now live. Get your questions, get your comments in. I'm now going to work through these. So yeah, whether it's running shoe related, whether you want to talk about the Mega Blast or Sonic Blast, or whether you want it's just a coaching question, whatever you want. Okay. Right. So let's go back to the old first one. So BL, you are awesome. Thank you very much, BL. Will you do a Mega Blast versus Super Blast review? What I'll probably do is do a Mega Supersonic kind Nova Blast kind of thing is what I'm thinking about doing. That's probably where I'm at. Yeah, that's probably what we'll do. We'll do a blast review. But you tell me, what do you want to see in terms of those shoes? Yeah, is that the sort of thing you're looking for? But let me make a note of that. I always like to write down what you guys are looking for versus Super Blast. Okay, what else have we got? Next one. Evening. I'm just going to say evening to everybody. So Martin. Hi, Chris. 6'5" heavier runner here, looking for a marathon shoe for about 4.5 hours. Tempted by the SC Elite version 4. Want comfort to get me around. Would you are you hell bent on something with a plate in it? Yeah, for example, don't get the Mega Blast. I don't actually. You could do. I don't know when your race is, but this doesn't have a plate in, nor does the Super Blast, and it's an exceptional shoe for somebody who's slightly bigger. So could be an idea. Just saying, comfort. If comfort's priority and you ain't too worried about plates and things like that, Super Blast 2, and obviously this comes out in September. I think September the 1st. Again, I've not checked the tech sheets or anything like that. Okay, so I'm winging it a bit. This is expensive. Put that out there. But yeah, that could be a shout. The SC Elite version 4 is the option though if you're looking for a carbon plate. That's what I would say. Again, we've got a really good video which may get shelved slightly because of the arrival of the ASICS shoes. But I've got a really good video about stability or stable marathon shoes, half marathon, carbon plated racing shoes. Hadsby, see you at London X. Yes, again, if you're joining us late, a couple of good videos this week. SC Elite version 5 videos coming tomorrow. But we've also got, I'm also personally at the ASICS London X on Sunday, Wembley, where I'm going to be rocking out the Met Speed Ray. Philip is saying the SC Elite may be too soft. No, I don't think it's too bad. There's softer out there. Touche's Glenn, wondering if you'll post the route for the gym. No, we're not winging it. Touche's Glenn, we won't be winging the route. We do have the route planned. The reason for the route planned, unlike some other shakeout runs and organised, no, not even organised, we do like risk assessments and we make sure that we've got volunteers in place, first aiders in place, and all that kind of stuff. When you're dealing with people's lives and things like that and safety and running along public streets, we pride ourselves on making sure that we do the best job possible. I know others don't want to necessarily think about those sort of things, but we do. So no, there's a route in place. There's approvals in place that we've got. So yeah, we kind of do these things properly. We don't tend to tend to wing that kind of thing. We wing a lot, but we don't wing those sort of things, especially say when you've got so many people coming. Philip is back. SC Elite version 4 may be too soft and bottom out for the heavier runner. Hyperion Elite Vibe may be too aggressive. I would try the Sonicblast Dolphin Pro. Yeah, Sonicblast Dolphin Pro 4 is a good shout. I wouldn't say the SC Elite. Again, I'm not a heavy runner, so I can't give feedback on that. But I know people who have run in them and really enjoyed them, bigger people. But Hyperion Elite V5 is, yeah, way too aggressive. But the Sonicblast Dolphin Pro 4, Philip's a good shout. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Right. Philip's still adding some value in the comments, which I love. Debbie. Oh, Matt Nash, questions in the house. Good evening, Matt. Thanks for joining us. Evening, Fordy. What key traits do you think make a good running coach, or do you think a good running coach needs? Experience. There's so many sort of TikTok sensations who are all running coaches. I think you need experience. I think a running coach, I think when you're picking out an online coach, has asked the question, has that online coach done any physical training with a runner? In the modern world that we live in, most coaching, I'll get in trouble, but a lot of it's online and anybody can seem to get a piece of paper now. I would ask the question, have they done any physical coaching of runners? I think that makes a huge difference. Yeah, when you're physically looking at something, trying to improve something and communicating that and that side of things, working group settings, working with different sorts of runners, I think that is key in terms of a good coach, because you know anybody can go and get a plan off a ChatGPT and tell you that they wrote it. Just putting it out there. I'm not, again, please, I'm not saying having a go, but I'm just going to these things with your eyes open. So for me, yeah, a good coach that I would look for, if I was looking for a coach, I would look for somebody who's coaches or has coached on a physical level, or even done their badges on in a physical environment. I think that makes a difference. Makes you more aware of what's going on. Experience, yeah, and that kind of thing. But communication also is key. And coaching runners of all different levels, I think, helps with your experience and understanding the mindsets of different people, because you learn a lot. You learn a lot from runners who are, I think you guys know I've coached people who are, looking to run under 2:30 at London, and I've coached runners who are running London, for example, or they're for just to complete it and done it in 8 hours because they've got a muscle condition, a wasting condition, or like for somebody who's looking to do their first 10K. I've coached multiple different people, multiple different abilities. People who just I coach just because they love their running and they're trying to improve in different aspects. It's not necessarily have to be related around a race. So that's what I would look for if I was looking at someone with some good experience. But say that physical connection, I said, because there's so many online coaches out there now on Instagram because it's like the next fashionable thing to do. That's where I would do. Okay, Keith. Evening, Chris. Hope you're well. I'm looking for a stable tempo and half marathon race day shoe that's not too soft, but no lower drop than 8 millimeters as I have a drop. Yes, Keith. Wait until my video comes out on these stable race day shoes. I think you'll like it. All right. And there's a shoe in there with a drop that will work for you. So it may get shelved because we've got, if you're joining late, we've got the Mega Blast in and we've got the Sonic Blast in. So that video may get pushed back because I need to get the Cloud Surfer Max video out this week. So yeah, because I was meant to put it out last week, but I basically didn't get around to filming it. I've done enough miles in them now, but yeah. Okay, we'll crack on. But thanks very much, Keith. So hopefully you don't have to wait too much longer. Hi, Chris. I am running Sydney Marathon next week. Woohoo! It is a hilly course. Do you have any advice to how to pace the hills? I've trained them, but still struggling how to pace them. Yeah, it's a funny old thing, isn't it? It's definitely around that sort of perceived effort on the hills for me. You got the technical side of things, but I think for me, it's always managing it in terms of breathing, making sure that you've got that under control. If you're really starting to gasp, then just ease off a little bit. But yeah, it's that effort level as you're going up through the hill. If you can really work on that consistent effort level up the hill, you'll be rewarded for it at the top. Does that make any sense? And whatever you feel like, you're losing because, your pace is coming off a little bit, that's fine. Me personally, I tend to just bring my gait in a little bit. I just tend to close up my stride a little bit. I sort of, instead of striding up the hill, which you would think some people do, and no problem with that. Me personally, I like to just collect myself up and move through there and try and keep a consistent pace up the hill. So I'm not like blowing for air or gasping or anything like that, or really struggling. Try and keep a good form, looking up. There's nothing on the ground that's going to help you going up the hill. Really looking up at the top of the hill because, your weight's in your head. So if you're pulling that down and looking at the ground, then you're just going to be effectively, as you're going up the hill, you're going to just be diving into that hill. So it's just not good. So just look back, shoulders back. So use your arms to drive your legs up the hill, but try and maintain a consistent pace to effort. And that will get you through it. Okay. That's the best way of doing it, I find, and what you feel like, I'm going to lose this pace. No, because if you're holding that consistent pace, your effort level is maintained. You'll be much more consistent throughout the whole race. Yeah. Does that make any sense? Let me know. But good luck. Yeah. Let us know. Come back and let us know how Sydney was. You can tell us how all the influencers got on. Emma, hi evening. Got my first half marathon in October. Cardiff, woohoo! There's loads of 40 runners going there. Have the Nova Blast 5 and Evo SL. Would you recommend either of these or something new for the half? Thank you very much. It's entirely up to you. If you want to go buy some new shoes, go buy some new shoes. Both of those will get you around just fine. My pick out of those two for the half would probably be the Evo SL if I was going for it. If I just wanted to get around, have a great time, which I think is always the best way, go with the Nova Blast 5. Both great shoes, to be honest with you. Really, really good shoes. But yeah, let us know how you get on, Emma. As I said, there's loads of people for 40 rounds. Just seeing this, Janice come back. She says she's loved the colorway of the Mega Blast. Look at that. Isn't that a cracking colorway? Be fair. Actually, they came with a really nice pair of socks as well. But they're in my bag. But yeah, they're a really nice pair of socks that match. Pretty cool, right? Lucky boy. Very lucky. Don't forget, actually, I must mention it because they need a shout out. Sportshoes.com. Join as a 40 Runs affiliate club member. You get 15% off of sportshoes.com. Give them a bit of a shout out. Okay. Philip, it is turbo squared, not turbo 2. Yeah, I saw the thing. A lot of reviews are getting it wrong. ASICS say the foam softness and bounce go up by an exponent, hence squared. Exponent. I can't even speak. Yeah, to be honest with you, Philip, I have seen the stuff on Instagram from ASICS with the square saying it's squared. Again, I've not looked at the tech sheet, so I will pronounce it whatever's in there. Probably wrong, like I do when I say Mizuno. People get irritated by that. Okay. VIP's in the house. This is pretty cool. Come on. Why is that not showing? Can't show your comment, VIP, for some reason, but it says Mega Blast upper. I hated the upper of the Super Blast V1, too narrow in the toe box. Yeah, the upper, again, apologies, I'm holding this up. Super Mega Blast. It does feel a little bit Super Blast 1-ish. Again, wait till I get them on foot. And it does sort of come in a little bit, but I don't have a problem. ASICS shoes fit me like a glove. I'm very lucky like that. Guy, have you used the Ugiri S Plus? Of course I have. We tend to race in racing shoes on this channel. And you know what, Guy? Because I'm an absolute legend, I'm going to help you out here. Are you ready? Again, on the pod, I'm just getting a link to this video, which will probably start playing in the background. So apologies if it does. Share. This is the cool thing about the new streaming software. There we go, Guy. Sorry. Yeah, there we go, Guy. Bosh. Hopefully that comes through. There you go. That's the link to the video where I raced in the Ugiri. You're welcome. Oh, look at this, Philip. What a great idea. Release both reviews at the same time. I will buy both. I've been waiting for a year since you broke the embargo and mentioned them last year. It's not bad. I don't think I'll give enough mileage. Again, I'm not somebody who, tries to rush these things out anymore. So I have a specific idea of what I want to get done in the shoes before I put a video out. That's just the way I am now. Sorry about that. Yeah, but yeah, it's a good shot though. Really is. Music Runner High 40 Blast line review. Awesome. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing. Although, where's I had a pair of Dynablast, Versa Blast. I can't remember what they're called. The cheaper one. Might have to look at that. I can't remember whether I'm gonna just write it out. Because I had the cheaper ones. But I can't remember what they're called. I have to go and have a look in the garage to see if I still got them. Right. Here we go. Everyone's asking for a Blast review. So there we go. Not fussed by the plate. So if you're not fussed by the plate, Martin, coming back to you, I would go with the Super Blast too. Gary Coleman. Hi. Kayano 30 and Adrenaline 22. I like roller skates in the cold and wet. What's a good winter shoe with some stability? There's what was it? Came out the other day. Oh, I saw something with a GTX version and I thought that's going to be blinding. What was it with some stability? Well, firstly, I would say look out for the ASICS Supernova shoes, the Solution. There'll be a GTX version of that. That'll be worth checking out. That usually has Addywear on the bottom of it. But there was a shoe the other day that caught my attention because I thought it was bloody early to come out of a GTX version, to be honest. But I can't remember which one it is. But my advice is look out for the... tell you what might come out with one is the Puma Forever on Nitro 2. That might come out with a GTX version. That would be worth getting if they did that. Martin's Matt, you've got plenty of time, so get the Mega Blast. Get your cash out, son. Okay. Alex, so is Mega Blast more marathon shoe and the Sonic Blast more of a 5K, 10K half shoe? Looking great. I hope the foam gives you a similar sensation as the Super Blast 2. Great to see you getting them in the miles. Yeah, I think, as I understand it, the Mega Blast is that more marathon-focused shoe, I would say, because of the sort of massive stack height, flight firm turbo squared, and all that kind of stuff. I would say that is. The Sonic Blast is your more sort of plated daily trainer, your super trainer. You know, I think, like I said, Neo Vista 2, Boston 13, what else? Socket Endorphin Speed 5, that kind of shoe. So a bit of everything. Training, race day if you want to. That's where this is going for. And yeah, you listen, I'm not running it, so I don't know, but you could probably easily wear this in a marathon. But it's entirely up to you. You may want to go with something more racy, but it's definitely that super trainer. The idea is that you can literally do everything in it. All right. That's where we're going. Prefer the Mega Blast. Okay. Oh no, I wouldn't go Glycerine Max. Although Hayden ran them at Boston, just putting it out there. I wouldn't go Glycerine Max. Too hot, too heavy. Go and get those ASICs, like I said. What's this? Great North Run told me you must be an affiliated member of a club to be allocated into a wave A for the race. I don't have flexibility to join a club, but train hard in the free time. Thoughts on this, please? Firstly, why don't you just join FORDY RUNS as an affiliated club member? We're the cheapest England athletics club to join, period. And you can, if you want to, join our virtual group, the Global Running Crew. We set sessions every week or whatever, and you can feel part of that community. It's totally free to join the Global Run Crew. Even as a social member, you can join the Global Run Crew. The social member of FORDY RUNS is free. But if you want to be an affiliated runner with us, it's about 21 quid. We'll say we're the cheapest out there. And you can get all the benefits like the 15% off at sportshoes.com and everything else that comes along with that. I don't have any information regarding getting into Wave A for the Great North Run. I'm in Wave B. So I don't know whether that's true or not. If that is the case, that's a bit sad if they're doing that. Can't see how they would, to be honest with you. It's usually time-based, no? So that's a bit odd. So I'm not sure about that. But be surprised if that is... Okay, I'm not doubting you, but whether that's true or not, I'm not sure that's the sort of thing they'd do, but I may be wrong. Happy to be proven wrong. But honestly, mate, just join FORDY RUNS Running Club as an affiliated club member. 21 quid. You probably save that on a pair of shoes as soon as you buy them at sportshoes.com. Okay, let's go. Okay. Had B. He's using his Ugiri S4 Plus for his fourth race at London X. It's a great shoe. It is a great shoe to have. It really is. It's a cracker. Also looking to take them on my first London Marathon. See if they are really true to the name. Yeah, no, good luck with that. Let's see, keep me posted on how your old training goes. Hey, Ford, this is from Russell. I'm thinking about getting some half tights. What are your top picks at the moment? I run in and they don't send them to me anymore. I think I upset them. But that's fine. I can live with that. The Say Sky half tights. The Pace. I'm going to get it wrong. Pace 5. But I wear the, I've got a couple of pairs of Brooks ones that were given to me. But I like racing in the Say Sky ones. But again, I'm not paid by them. I've not got a code or anything with them. But the Say Sky ones are the ones that I like. I used to get sent stuff by Say Sky. And then I don't know what happened. I just think, for whatever reason. But they don't send them to me anymore, so I just buy them anyway because I don't care. So yeah, I really like them. I rate them quite highly. I had a pair, honestly, that I've been wearing for marathons for years, and I only just had to retire them. I'd like a favourite pair that I always used to wear, and they just started to go underneath the bits underneath. And I'm just surprised how long they lasted. So really good. The only thing is, you just got to watch your size on them. I may go down to a small for mine because I lost a bit of weight now. I'm a medium in them, but I may go down to a small because I like a snug fit on my legs. So, yeah, but I really like the Say Sky ones. And they ain't over the top in terms of price. Gary, GT 2000 Forever Uncoming Weather versions. There you go. I do have the GT 2000 version 14, by the way. Struggling to get miles in them or enough miles in them, let's say. I've had them a while now. ASICS will probably be, oh, mind you, they can't be that upset. They just sent me these two shoes. But I've not put the video out because basically I ain't done enough miles in them to justify a video. Again, just, trying to stay true to myself here. So, yeah, at some point I'll put a video out on the ASICS GT 2000 version 14 as and when I get some miles in them. Still trying to get miles, enough miles in the Wave Sky 9. Still trying to get miles in the Wave Rider 29. and enough miles to be able to put videos. And I say I'm running 50 miles a week at the moment, and I'm still struggling to get enough miles in these shoes to put videos out where I feel confident to be able to put a review out. So just bear with me. I'll try and get round to some of these shoes. I don't know if there's a preference out of any of them you want to see first. Just let me know in the comments as always, or drop me an email, hello@fordyruns.com. Okay, Adam, you're absolutely smashing your training block with the commitment to the gym and racing serious. No cocking about in your words. I'm, hang on. You keep smashing, mate. Can't wait to see you smash Chicago. Thanks very much for the confidence, Adam. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm just trying to get on. I'm just trying to do my own thing, trying to get on with my stuff. I had a great run on Saturday. It was a real confidence boost. I've got some key runs coming up, I would say, in terms of seeing where I'm at. It's always hard when you're training. But yeah, being dedicated to the gym, be dedicated to, it make you laugh. But even just before coming on, I was doing some stretching with Daisy downstairs. So always trying to stay true to the commitment I made to myself to give this block a go. I'm not necessarily 100% sure I'll see the real benefits this block. It might be the second block where I see the real benefits of the gym, because I'm getting more and more confident in the gym. If you was listening to Friday's show, I'm still, finding equipment that I haven't had the confidence to use. I've started to implement that. So I don't think I've necessarily maximized my time in the gym yet. So I think that will kick in maybe in the second block. Don't get me wrong. I'm still hopeful that it will help me in this block, but I think the real results will probably start to show as I keep progressing. That's my plan. But thanks for the compliment. I really appreciate it. Jeff, I love my Bostons, my Pro 3s and my Evos. But to be honest, if one pair I reach all the time, it's the Adidas SL. Just picked up 2 pairs using your code for 67 quid at Sports Shoes. Yeah, that's the thing. Firstly, smash the code, people. Affiliated club members. But also don't forget, if you're a social member, if you go over to our written shoe reviews, there's a 10% code in there as well. For social members and people. So, and it's become a social member. 40 runs is free. You can be anywhere in the world. But there's a 10% code there. But £67 each for a pair of Adidas SLs. Great shoe. Really is. We did that Addy Zero video. I don't know if you guys have seen that or not. We did an Adidas Addy Zero sort of lineup video, which you guys seem to like. But if you haven't seen that, go and check that out. And the SL2 is in there. It's a cracking shoe. It really is. The one I'm interested to come out, funny enough, I was asking about this today, was the Supernova version 3. That's the one I'm also very interested. That's apparently coming in October. I'm not sure when that's dropping. But yeah, that's the one that I'm kind of interested to see. But yeah, so let's just wrap it up, team. Thanks for joining. So Sonic Blast is here. Be interested to see how this gets on versus the Mac X3. That's going to be a good comparison video. We'll do that as well on the channel. But yeah, so Sonic Blast is here. Get over to the Instagram if you're following me. There's the Mega Blast. Get over to my Instagram. Get over to the thing on YouTube on the community tab, and tell me which one you want to see the video first of, and then I'll prioritize it in terms of runs and things like that. But the Mega Blast is probably the one I'm going to wear on my long run on Saturday, and then once I get back from that, I'll probably then put the video together if that's where you're going. Because at the moment, the Mega Blast is winning by quite a long way. So that's the way we'll probably do it, but I'm not 100% sure just yet. But as I say, we'll get miles in them this week, 100%. But yeah, I think that's it, guys. Oh, what's this? One quick one. Aiming 40 from Ireland. This is James. Any recommendations for a race speed session shoe? Currently 135 half. 330 marathon runner, current rotation, Boston 12 and Wave Inspire 20s. And he's looking for a race day shoe. I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with the ASICS shoes, to be honest with you. But if you Boston 12, you could go for the Adidas Adi Pro 4, but I don't know what you're training for. But the ASICS shoes are really good. The Meta Speeds, I think they're probably the most complete sort of race day shoes that are out there at the moment, with the Edge and the Sky. Edge for me is a little bit more marathony. Sky's a little bit sort of 10K half, but they're two very good shoes. That's probably the way I'd point you at the moment. The fastest shoe that I've run in this year, and thanks again to everybody who watched the video on Sunday, was the Puma Fast R3. Unbelievably lightweight, and I ran a reasonable time at the Saucony 10K, which I wasn't expecting, to be honest. And I ran that in the Puma. Lightweight, very fast shoe. But so again, I don't know what you're looking to race, but go over and check out my video I did on race shoes, and I sort of talk through what I think is good for what. Let me, I just while we're here, appreciate I just said I was wrapping things up, but let me just find the video for you and I'll whack it in the chat. Here we are. It's the top 5. You guys didn't see this. It's the top 5, my top 5 racing shoes, because I've raced in them. So we'll stick this down here for James. There you go, James. There you go. That link should help you out. Go and check that video. It's a cracker of a video. Yeah, I think is that about it? Yeah, I think so. Just checking the rest of the questions. No, I think we're good. Okay, team. So I'm live on Friday. We're going to be answering a very interesting question on Friday, so make sure you stick around for that. Watch the SC Elite version 5 review tomorrow. So check that out. As I said, I wore them on my long run at the weekend. With I've done some other bits in them, but I did 3-hour long run in them. So that's got some good feedback for you guys. Definitely going to get the On Cloud Surfer Max video out this week, so I've got to do that. And I say I'll drop whatever video you decide, Mega Blast, Super Blast, whatever one you want this week, we'll put that out as well. But if it's whatever one, if it's going to be the Mega Blast, that will come out on Saturday, but it will come out a bit later than usual, okay? Because I've obviously got to film it. So bear with me in that side of things. But yeah, the part of that team, thanks very much. Thanks to everybody who's joined us tonight. Really do appreciate it. I'm here next week, 8 o'clock, same time. So I shall see you all then.